Good morning, Kelly here, founder of Little White Dove Huge Yoga. I'm currently 34 weeks pregnant. Welcome back to another prenatal flow. Today I'll be guiding you through 10 minutes of Sciatica Release, suitable for all trimesters. See you on your mats. Now this is only 10 minutes long, so you can fit it in even on the busiest days. So I just want you to take your time, placing one hand underneath the abdomen, underneath baby bump, and the other hand placed on top, as if you're gently giving your baby a hug. Taking deep breaths, filling the nostrils with oxygen and taking that breath all throughout the abdomen. Filling the belly with breath, and then a nice long exhale. Taking our time now just to release the shoulders. So inhale, raise the shoulders up to the ears, and on your exhale, really release those shoulders and let them drop down. Pulling up through your spine. And gently, we're going to move the head from left to right, making sure our spine is nice and long. And just feeling every single micro movement and taking our breath throughout. Tucking the chin to the chest, take one long inhale. Imagine that oxygen coming all the way through to your crown, through to your skull. And slowly release those shoulders from the neck. Now we're going to place one hand over the side of our heads, bringing the fingertips just over the ear, and gently release the opposite shoulder, creating space between the shoulder and the earlobe. Now feel free to slow down this video and pause it, just so that you can take your time and really connect to the pull through all these stretches. The opposite side, slow breaths, release. Bringing the arms above the head, looking towards the thumbs, pulling up through the spine. Deep breaths, bringing the head forwards. And slowly dropping the head back into your shoulder blades. Lovely, breathe. Every single breath counts throughout yoga practice. Gently bring the arms outwards into a half goddess and slowly twist and gaze to the back shoulder. Remember, long spine, lift up. And the pose that we are seated in today, this is called butterfly pose. Baddha Konasana. And this is so important to help bring baby's head facing down into the pelvic floor. Remembering to let the core go throughout the prenatal classes so that we're not holding on to any tension in those areas. Slowly come forwards, picking up your yoga blocks for extra support. And bringing them in a T-shaped position as we reach forwards. Taking our time to breathe in and exhale, tucking the chin towards the chest. Allow your head to really relax in between the arms. Little stretches, little micro movements from side to side just to release those hips and to really release that tension between the legs, on the upper thighs. Stretching through those fingertips. Nice, long, deep breaths. Big inhale as we rise up, and exhale as we push the blocks forward. Now, if you don't have a slippery surface to help you with the blocks, just stay as you are in a stable position. You don't have to move the blocks back and forth. If you do have a slippery type of surface, you can gently move the blocks forward and back. Slowly place one hand on the opposite just to stretch the sides. And gently bring the blocks to one side. And we're slowly going to bring one leg outwards, bringing the heel of the foot towards the pelvic floor, and just gently rotating from left to right, little torso twists, just to release any tension now in the hips, because we're trying to release sciatica or trying to help the hips and ileosus be relaxed so that there's no tension. As we inhale up, gazing towards the hand. Exhale, release opposite side. So as you can see, the opposite arm is coming over the waist. Just go as far as the body will allow. Remembering to listen to our bodies. And prenatal yoga is all about slow, controlled movements, and it's meant to be really relaxing, not painful. So this is why it's important to listen to the body. Now slowly we're going to revert into pigeon pose. Our lovely hip opener. Now we don't have to do this if this is too hard, so please stick to what the first position was. Take your time to breathe into the hip flexors, iliopsoas, using our blocks for extra support. The blocks will bring the floor closer to us and allow us not to overstrain. We come back to center, we switch sides. Now remember, we can pause the video and just learn the practice and do this daily to avoid having sciatica and swollen legs and lymph nodes. Also very good for water retention. Little leg twists here just to loosen up the hip area to prepare us into pigeon. If we're not comfortable going into pigeon pose, we stay in this position just loosening, and eventually you'll be flexible enough to get into pigeon pose. Or we just stay in our modification. Inhale up, bringing the opposite arm over the waist, reaching and extending, feeling the lovely stretch in the sides. Breathe into all areas, and always becoming aware of the spine, that we're lifting through our spines and not slouched. Long breaths in, taking in all the oxygen to our baby bumps, and release with a little twist of the hips, and come back into our lovely pigeon pose. Now if this is too uncomfortable, stay in the modification. If we're in pigeon pose, take your time to adjust by moving the front leg upwards or towards yourselves, whichever is comfortable. Lifting up through our spines, allowing baby bump to relax, and feeling the hip flexors become released. Come back to our centers, release those hips further, Little gentle hip movements. And come back into our lovely butterfly pose. Baddha, reaching up through the hands. Thank you for joining Little White Dove Huge. If you enjoyed this practice, give it a quick thumbs up, leave a comment and subscribe to our channel for upcoming prenatal flows.